What exactly is the difference between a molecular formula and empirical formula? If I talk about molecular formula, let's take an example of H2O2. How many atoms of hydrogen are there? Two, right? How many oxygen? It's two. Like glucose, carbon has six atoms, hydrogen has 12, and oxygen 6. Here, the empirical formula talks about the simple ratio, right? It talks about the simple ratio. Let's take an example first. Let's say I have glucose and I want to make ratio of carbon, hydrogen and oxygen. So it's gonna be 6 is to 12 is to 6. And when I just divide it further, it's gonna be 2, 1 is to 2 is to 1. So this one is the simplest ratio, and that's why the empirical formula will be C1H2O, which is going to be CH2O. And this one is the empirical formula. So this is what exactly is the difference between a molecular formula and an empirical formula. Molecular formula, it talks about the exact number of the atoms present in that specific substance. The empirical formula talks about only the simplest ratio of the specific substance. Like we find the ratio, we then divide it by, and at the last we found some simplest form of the ratios. Then we rearrange the whole formula and the final formula changes. It means that one is the empirical formula, which is according to the simple ratio made from the empirical formula method. Now, in the molecular formula, what usually happens is the exact number of atoms that we see, like carbon has six atoms in glucose, then six atoms. This is the molecule under the molecular formula. So that's how we can differentiate between them. Let's talk about the relation between empirical and molecular formula. The molecular formula is equal to N into empirical formula. Here N is a common any natural number. Okay, it's a common natural number, and this N is equal to empirical formula divided by, sorry, it's molecular formula divided by empirical formula. It means that I'm talking about the mass of the molecular formula and then the mass of empirical formula. Okay, both are in the terms of mass I'm talking about here. So this is what exactly is the relation between empirical and molecular formula.